Next up is Dave Antoine with Pembroke Government on the local scene.
With just over a week to go before Election Day, and the library being the site of a candidates event that went live on the government channel, the Pembroke Conservation Commission was live online only that night for their monthly meeting on May 7th, a relatively brisk affair ending before 8 that night, with just a handful of items looking at public hearings regarding site developments, environmental compliance, and a notice of intent, which is a document that would indicate plans to take a specific move in the future. However, shortening that night was the first item. A notice of intent at 660 Washington Street was not open as the applicant wasn't present, moving this item to June 4th. This particular item was a proposal for constructing 13 residential buildings within the 100-foot buffer zone of a BVW, bordering vegetated wetland. Such an item was voted to open at their June meeting. Thus, wells 2 and 3, a look at constructing a new water treatment plan for these existing wells, was discussed at the Conservation Commission. This would involve a centralized water treatment plant addressing iron and manganese levels at a plant seeing 1.5 million gallons of water per day. The iron and manganese, however, have been an issue since 2009. Conservation discussed site clearing, looking at 8 acres total outside of the buffer zone as undisturbed land, while there would be a minimal impact on the buffer zones in which work would be performed. Among other discussions with the wells, one being to the east and one to the north, with water being pulled out of them via pipes to the centralized water treatment plant, processed with the removal of iron and manganese that is pumped through pipes to the north and into town. Stormwater itself would go through catch basins, then stormwater basins, followed by removal of that waste and then sent to the residual backwash lagoons. This water is filtered through sand and gravel layers, cut underneath a drain system, and then sent to dry wells. Residual buildup would be periodically removed from the lagoons with the use of an excavator that would scoop out waste potentially once a year and then disposed at another facility. Discussion carried on, addressing topics such as storage, chemicals, and other processes. The notice of intent for the item was voted unanimously by the Commission. As the meeting drew to a close, the Commission paid tribute to Robert Benjamin Margro, known as Ben to everyone, with a moment of silence. The longtime Norwell health agent, South Shore Votech grad, and veteran was dedicated to his hometown of Pembroke as a community leader, given his considerable knowledge and work within the region. A Commission member made a request to hold a brief executive session regarding Baker Street, but was deferred to the Commission's next meeting agenda. This has been your Pembroke Government Access on the local scene. We are so glad you stopped by. If you would like to support community in action through media, please consider donating to the local scene. The QR code here will take you where you need to go. Thanks, friend.